Hi, welcome to today's episode of Marketing Uncut. I'm Hanniz, and today I shall not be talking about social commerce, but I have a special interview to share with somebody in the toy industry. His name is Jon Ming, and he is the co-founder of Modle.play. He creates open play toys and furniture using wood, and he would like to share about some of his sales strategies that he used to go online, and why he left his job as somebody in the finance industry during the pandemic to pursue his passion in this field. Also, I would like to share that I will be speaking about live commerce or social commerce in my masterclass on 22nd of June, which is next Tuesday at 10 a.m. It will be hosted on Ebizstart, the virtual event which I've been sharing about the past 2 weeks. If you have not gotten your pass yet, which is free, you can register for your pass. The link will be shared below, and it will be streamed live. So you'll be learning how to engage with your customers better during a live session and using live commerce. So if you do have questions prior to the session, do leave your questions below so that I can also insert them into the presentation. I will also be, of course, welcoming questions live during the session, and I would like to work with you hand in hand. So if you have a plan on going full steam in live commerce, if you've got questions to ask about anything related to live commerce, how to prepare yourself, what are the steps to basically engage with your audience, I'll be there to answer your questions and work with you so that once we finish the session, which is about 45 minutes, you will have a base to start on. So yes, enjoy the interview with Jon Ming, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Meanwhile,
All right.
All right. So thank you for joining us today, Jon Ming. I'm Hanniz, of course, from Best Brands Productions and Antas Solutions. So we're here today to speak about how Jon Ming has done really well online with his toy business, and what he can share about what he's learned in the past year and how he's planning to move forward this year. So, Jon Ming, come say hi to our audience.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here. I don't know what to expect, but I'm excited.
When we have low expectations, that's the best. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction. So the toy business, like many industries, they have changed dramatically since the pandemic started early last year. And the types of products sold and the volume of products has changed dramatically. So the key to changes we've seen relate to how consumers' values have also shifted as a result of the pandemic, and now parents are shopping. Uh, the parents shopping trends are also influenced by a few things. For example, the need for toys that can be used at home because now everybody's stuck at home with the lockdowns. How to have toys that unite the family unit, toys that enhance knowledge of science and technology, STEM, and then there's a focus on environmental and sustainability issues. There's also the need to relieve from anxiety as children. Nowadays, they have never encountered this kind of situation before, even adults. This is the first time we're going through such a long spell of uncertainty, so there is a lot of anxiety involved. And of course, the dependence on streaming at home with less focus on outside entertainment. So, Jon Ming, you and your wife, you quit your jobs as financial auditors at PwC to start Model Play, and you built your own open-ended play and furniture products. So, what was the push factor to start Model Play? What made you go, "This is it! I'm quitting my job and making my own toys"?
Well, I mean, since I was young, I just love to make stuff. I used to make a lot of Lego stuff. I used to, like in Scouts when I was young, I used to like to build a lot of tents, a lot of camping equipment, stuff like that. So I just like to fiddle with stuff. Yeah, so fast forward to today, I mean, I kind of gathered a lot of carpentry skills over the years, and then I decided, hey, although I'm only 30 years old, but the other half is telling myself I'm already 30 years old. Why not we test lah? How often you get a chance to, with very low liabilities and responsibilities, get to venture into something. Yeah, so
But
I
why
was
during
trained
the
as an
pandemic?
accountant. Oh well, I don't know. It's the pandemic gives each of us a lot of space and time to think, and
Okay.
to really like dig deep lah. So I was trained as an accountant, and I really thought about what is my future in the corporate, very rigid financial sector, or at least in the role of making sure accounts are done, doing financial planning. So I was actually in a social enterprise for about 10 years before this. It's called Epic Homes. And I kind of, after 10 years, I thought, okay lah, I think it's time. So let's move on to what's the next step in my passion lah. So nevertheless, there's no doubt that it's been a good experience, but I think I haven't tapped into working with my hands lah. Which I learned how to build houses through the social enterprise. We work with the Orang Asli a lot. I learned how to do furniture. I started the hobby while I was in the social enterprise. But yeah, I thought I don't want to waste the opportunity. Yeah, and a lot of people suddenly were asking, "Hey, John, you do a lot of carpentry, right? Can you make like wooden toys for my kids? They are now stuck at home with me, and so there's a growing appreciation for wooden toys these days as well. In following the Montessori method, things like that lah.
Yeah. So
Hey,
basically,
Hanniz, sorry,
yes,
I've got some friends who said that they don't hear sound.
they don't hear sound.
Yeah, it's
Are
okay,
they
right?
They're in boom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I
strange.
think yeah.
Ask them to refresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can. All
Sometimes
right, no
it's
worries.
like that. Yeah. If let me just check if there's any comments. No, so far so good. If you like to leave questions at the chat box and you're finding it difficult to leave your comments, try to refresh your browser, or shift F5. It's just to clean your cache, something like that, and then you should be able to leave your questions. Yeah. So you actually got inquiries coming in. So it was started off like a friendly basis, and then you thought seriously
Hello, sorry, I lost
and then you
you.
decided to
Hello.
my internet also wanted to give trouble. Yeah, so which part did you
The whole question. Can you repeat again? Hello, Hanif?
both our internets are acting. Okay, I can see you
Yeah, I
now.
think something
I'm gonna
is up. Okay.
let's just try and get to the next question. Okay, so
Okay.
you started off with your friends sending inquiries before you went into it seriously, and then you have built a nice website, easy to shop. How do you bring new clients to find your
So right. Firstly, we didn't have a website. The first thing we did was prototype. So we made one, and then we showed our friends and family, and said, "Hey, this wooden blocks is quite nice. What else do you have?" Then we made the slide and the particular triangle. Say, "Hey, I think a lot of people want this." So we were very new into like making bigger quantity, in one period of time. Usually I just make like one piece previously.
Trial first lah.
Yeah, that's why. So now we just decided, okay, why don't we do a pre-order, see how, and if it happens, then we go big or go home lah. So the first thing we did was reach out to friends and family. So we didn't have any website. We didn't have any nice pictures. We just said we're going to make blogs that look like this, and then we took a picture of like Pinterest or something like that lah. and so we had at least like 20 orders. We said, wow, actually people want this. So we started to make the first batch. Delivered all of them. People were happy. Some of them weren't happy, so we tried to improve the product. But we realized that we do need a platform, because a lot of people they don't trust that if they're going to bang into the right account, you're going to run away with my money, things like that. So definitely, we have to start with a pre-order. So every time we have a new product, then we'll start with a nice set, take nice pictures,
So
and then we'll launch it.
Started. Hold on, you're going missing again.
Hello. Hello.
With our internet connection, also do be patient with us.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
John, you're back. Okay, so you started you started off with pre-orders and word of mouth, and then when did you start getting more orders coming in?
Oh, right after that, once we launched the product, we had another 10 orders, and then people were waiting, so we had to say, wait, we don't have the right tools. We haven't even set up the workshop. Please wait for us. So we had some friends and customers who were very unhappy. So it was a good lesson lah. But now we kind of eased into like, okay, planning production ahead, so that we manage expectations lah.
How many people are in your team now?
So I don't do toys. I do other commission jobs. I have about 4 to 6 people working on toys, and I've got another 6 to 8 people working on other projects.
Right, related to woodwork?
Yes, all woodwork.
Okay, right, so cool. And are you currently on marketplaces like Lazada or Shopee to help to bring traffic to your own website also?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we're on Shopee.
And you're on Shopee. How did you adapt to having no website to jumping onto the huge marketplace like Shopee? How did you stand out from the crowd, for example?
Okay, so Shopee, everybody knows that it's the place where you go and check prices, right? Secretly, before you buy something, you will check the competitors out there to see if they are that. So it's kind of like a pasar tani lah, or pasar malam lah. Everybody is lelonging lah. So we knew that if we brought in premium wooden products, it may be a bit tough lah. So, but nevertheless, no harm trying. So we moved all of our products. We basically populated on Shopee, and we realized that the stuff that's like below 50 ringgit, that one moves very fast. That one is very affordable. So we make like a footrest for baby chair, the IKEA baby chair. So that one is fast moving. But the stuff that's above 50 ringgit, that one, you want people will want to touch and feel, people will want to do a bit of research. So that one on our own website, that one is selling more than Shopee for the higher price items.
High ticket items, more customized products as well.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Do you advertise or is it pure organic marketing?
We tried a bit lah. Like early on when we just got onto Shopee, we used the free credits they gave us. That one really helped. Because when you start out, you need the reviews lah. So now we very thankful that our staff are still 5 stars, and it's the number is growing lah. So that's good. But after like getting about 30, 40, 50 people buying, then we stopped ads on Shopee, and then we just left it, and people are still
Coming to your
still
own.
moving lah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's more
That's
like
on Shopee lah.
Shopee is more like classifieds for you. So people who discover you and then they want to know more, they go to your own personal website. Is that right?
Yes, they want to know. It's like having your own website, right? It's kind of like having your own store, like going to Uniqlo, and it's very, the buyer is focused. The buyer is really want to ask more questions. They want to see a certain style and be connected to a certain style. So that's what we try to do lah. I mean, on Shopee, it's like we're just selling toys, but on our website, we are connecting more with the buyers. We're spending a bit more time to share why we do this. Even we flat pack our playset, and so to assemble the playset at home, the guide is on our website. So all the resources, the videos are there.
Are you planning to go on YouTube to also teach parents or kids how to play or build their own products at home?
That's a very good question. We don't know yet. I mean, at some point in time, definitely yes, because YouTube is also kind of like a marketplace. Well, currently we kind of just share our own journey on Instagram stories. We share other parents how they interact with their kids and the toys. But I think maybe now we want to focus more on rolling out more variety of toys, so that our arsenal, there's our set makes more sense lah. With a full, we want to get like a full room of toys lah. Then once that happens, then we can kind of like intentionally look at what can you do with each toy lah.
Okay. How do
So
you
maybe
get
next year, something like that.
next year? Yeah, it is a long-term plan. This YouTube, you can't just churn out stuff immediately and expect people to follow and subscribe and monetize your channel. So yeah, to build your way there, it takes a bit of time. And you did mention that you're already quite active on Instagram. You're sharing your customers' photos and images, how they're using the product. So basically, that's like user-generated content for you, which is great, free content. And how do you encourage your customers to leave testimonials, whether on your website or direct to you or on Shopee? Because I think a lot of new people struggle with this.
Yes. Actually, I'm one of those new people. We do not ask people to give feedback. We should start lah. Yeah.
Well,
on Shopee, most of them they kind of automatically do. But yeah, for our website, we actually haven't touched the review stuff.
Okay, yeah, but I did shop on Shopee for some curtains recently, and how they encouraged me to actually post something relevant, because sometimes Shopee customers, they leave weird reviews. They say, oh, package is great, speedy delivery, but nothing on the product itself. So
yeah, exactly.
So what they did was they asked for a specific review, and they gave me a coupon to spend for my next purchase, a discount coupon, and they gave me a deadline to use it by. So I did actually use it, which is I think it's a simple enough tactic.
Oh, so it works.
Yes, it does. Especially when we're stuck at home and we want to make it look more presentable to our eyes.
Yeah, that's true. So we are trying to. So now we've got a little experiment. we want to connect more with our Modle.play community, all our customers. So we want to generate a bit more content with them. So we're doing like giveaways. We're doing something like your coupons for them to kind of share with us their journey and cross share or learn from each other. And so from there we know whether our product is good or not lah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you tweak your products based on the feedback? Are you able to do that?
Yes, definitely. We've done a few rounds of improving the safety, the making sure there's no sharp edges, choosing the right quality of plywood and things like that lah.
And you do use food grade wood you mentioned before, right?
Not the wood, but the coating is child friendly, and it's also environmental friendly lah.
Okay. All right. So, what are the challenges you faced last year, and how did you overcome them?
Last year. So actually, we haven't been doing this for very long. We only started Modle.play
November?
like in November or December.
But
And actually, I have to
that's
say,
official. But prior to that was testing ground, ma.
yeah, prior to that, I was doing like other, table and chair. People wanted like coffee table. Yeah, but to really venture into toys, I myself like started to read up on, the Montessori, following like these influencers, things like that. Yeah, I would say that last year, actually, we were overwhelmingly gifted with many opportunities. I mean, I have a brilliant team. We got a nice cozy workshop in Sungai. But of course, we do have some challenges up to today. I would say one of the key things since the pandemic is somehow, I don't know why, but the prices of raw material is hiking like nobody's business. So example, like metal, like mild steel, I think it's up like 50% now. So last time, you make 3 tables, now you can only make 2 tables.
Oh.
And then wood also is up like 20-30%. So a lot of raw material is going up, and we also struggle to kind of make ends meet. But we're dedicated we're committed to make sure that we don't simply fluctuate our product prices lah. Yeah.
Your raw materials are mostly local or imported?
Local, mostly locally manufactured plywood from like East Malaysia, from North Malaysia. Our dowels, maybe the pine wood the blocks maybe is imported. Because here a bit hard to get pine but yeah, most of them all local. Even the paint is locally manufactured in Bangi. It's a water-based, child-friendly paint. Yeah,
Okay,
so I'm
so
also
that's
trying to
really
support,
very local.
Yeah.
Are you planning to export though your products
Yes,
once you
actually,
get the
we're in talks
traction
with,
locally?
So Singapore is interested.
Good.
Although it's a very tight population, it's not as big as like Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, but they're so close to each other. So they need like more avenues to play with their kids at home.
Yeah.
More creative ideas. So they're very interested. We've had like quite a few retailers and influencers who want to engage us. I think we've had one person who recently asked us, can you supply us 100 units? 100 units of this, 100 units of that. So that's quite interesting lah.
That's a good start,
but definitely,
actually.
Yeah, definitely looking at increasing our quantity so that we can maintain our prices lah. If not, if our supply chain all haywire, then we also have to speak with our customers lah.
Yes,
sooner or later.
definitely. But I think when you share your background story, your behind the scenes and all that, people are more affiliated with you and what you do. So they tend to be a bit more understanding as long as you're transparent from the start. And the last question would be, what sales strategies would you embark on this year? Looking at our economy, which is planned to be only fully open at the end of the year.
Okay, so since we're closed, that's one of our biggest challenges now. We can't produce. So with delayed production, we probably need to, keep our community warm. Probably feed more content to inspire, all sorts of stay-at-home activities with the kids. Probably do more background work while we are kind of offline. But I'd say once phase 2 comes, well, we'll be full on, man, full steam ahead. We will need to do a pre-order. Probably a group buy. Probably look at more attractive pricing or giveaways as well. But one thing that one of the biggest things I want to do is to get our toys certified, like with CE, MC, ISO, EN, that kind of certification. Yeah.
So yeah.
And with
so
that, hopefully we can appeal to more international crowd.
Yes, definitely. Because I think parents are very concerned about what the kids are playing with, what are they biting on, and stuff like that. And you can also actually work with educational institutions where the kids are involved, right? Not just direct to consumer, but to centers, kid centers, and all that.
Yes, exactly. That's part of the pipeline as well.
Okay, so let me check if there are any questions out there. Guys, if you're watching, maybe if you want to leave your questions, do feel free to leave them in the chat box. Thanks, Priscilla, for coming by. I think that's your friend, right? And then there's Yip. Yes, and yes. So Yip is actually in packaging, and he did mention that carton box materials pricing have also increased 40 to 50% since last September. So possibly that's why you are also affected in a way. When it comes to wood and paper and all that. Yeah. So any questions out there or not? Don't be shy. We only have Jon Ming for today. After that, you have to directly contact him. Well, if you are shy and you want to contact him yourself, Jon, how do they contact you?
Well, you can check out our Instagram at Modle.play, or you can head over to our website, Modle.play.store. Everything's there. I wouldn't give my phone number because I'm very scared to nowadays.
We don't want stalkers.
Busy on my phone.
Hi, Sophia. Thanks for joining us. Do you have any questions for Jon Ming before we sign out? Or is another shy person lah? Malaysians are so shy, I tell you. But when they get to chat later on behind the scenes, then you can see all the commotion. So Jon, exactly, all the true colors will come out. So Jon, thank you again for joining me today. The virtual event is going on until the 28th. So do check out other booths. I'm sure maybe they can also work with you in some ways to promote your product or and all that. Also, just to end the session, I would like to remind our audience that we'll be having another live session, a live chat tomorrow with somebody in the fashion industry, and she'll be sharing her marketing strategies with us. So do stay tuned. For updates on our Facebook page, Antas Solutions. Also follow us at our booth where you'll see all this live streaming happening. Leave us a comments and your inquiries. We welcome your feedback. And do I see a comment? Hold on. There is a comment. Okay. So we have already left a link to Jon's Toys Instagram page on our Facebook page. So at the bottom, you can actually check it out. We'll also leave the link on our Boom page later on. So do stay tuned, and thank you once again. Have a great Thursday, and thanks again, John. Have a super day.
Thank you. Thank you, Hanniz.
All right.
See
Okay,
you guys.
bye.
Bye.
Meanwhile, you can also watch some of our live streams from 2 to 3 o'clock, usually daily weekdays, on the Ebizstart platform. Our room number is number 54. It is under Antas Solutions, so do look out for us there. We'll be talking to a few industry experts about the different retailer trends or online trends, sales, marketing strategies, and all that. So do follow us on Facebook as well, and I look forward to seeing you. Take care. Bye.